What's up guys, it's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army to do a review for this Getter Liger from Fewture EX Gokin. I don't think I quite picked the best time to review this since I'm still sick. I'm watching my daughter, so she might make noise in the background. But I had to show you guys this. I mean, I did the unboxing. Make sure you check it out if you want to see the box. You're not going to see it in this video. I'm going to be drinking blue stuff, keep my throat clear. And I do apologize for my sickness, guys, but looks like I'm going to have it for a few days. So here he is, another wallet burner here, another $470 worth of Gokin. Now when I say worth of Gokin, I'm not necessarily saying this is worth $470. I don't think it is, but it's really the only way to be able to own it. And I do love the designs. I mean, I gotta say, I love the designs. I absolutely had to have this. So here he is, the Liger, or Liger, as the Japanese say. And I'm going to start off, first of all, let me just show you the face before I go ahead and cover it. This is the face, as with all the other Fewture EX Gokin, they have that whole skeleton thing going on. This one is not as skeleton-y as all the other ones, but you'll see it is kind of freaky looking. And it does come with the standard face cover, which makes him look more like what he's supposed to look like. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that on before we continue. Now this is just one of those figures that when you see in front of you, just leaves you in awe, really. I guess if you're into robots it will. I mean, if you're not into robots it might just be, oh yeah, that's nice. But it is a beautiful figure. Let me just turn it around so I can pan up and down for the rear. And the detail is just really nice. I haven't added those little kanji things or whatever you want to call them with the little Japanese writing. Have not added those on yet. I will in this video, but just wanted you to check out the rest here before we continue. Now here's those pieces I'm talking about, and these are actually die-cast. These pieces, these three pieces here are die-cast. Alright, so let's see, according to the instructions, the simpler one goes right here on the bottom. Alright, then this one here goes in the middle section here, and this pretty much just goes forming the spine here. And then the last one goes obviously on the top here, so I'll go ahead and attach that. Guess it would be easier without the wing on. Alright, go ahead and put that there and attach this again. Alright, so now we can get started with the rest of the review. So here he is, folks. Again, like I said, a complete wallet burner. I have it, yes. I'm not exactly a rich person, but I do set aside a lot of money to be able to collect what I want to collect. So obviously I have it here, so I've gone ahead and spent that amount of money. I also want to add the little core thing. Apparently it's going to be a little more difficult than I thought. I don't want to chip anything. These doors seem to slam right into this. Alright. Don't exactly want to scratch the paint on this, but this little core thing goes right on the inside. Let's pop that in. Just want to get all this little weird stuff out of the way. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put it in. It is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Then we just close the little rib cage down. Alright, you'll see the rib cage there. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I have horrible lighting recently. And right here, this yellow piece has a point that just digs right into the chest panel, so that's something you want to be aware of when you are putting that in. The only other things you really have to attach before you can display the guy is if you're going to use the drill here, or you can actually use a hand, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. It would be replacing this drill piece with this. Alright, and these little like hip panels here, which were also a pain in the butt to put in. They've got this little arm here with ball joints on both ends, and you have to pop it into there, and it was just really difficult to pop it in, and I was afraid I was either going to break it or it was going to slip and scratch something. Already I'm seeing QC issues. I mean, okay, if you're going to spend I'm cranky right now. First of all, I'm sick. YouTube is a pain in the ass, so I'm really cranky right now. So but I think I normally would point this out. All the Bandai stuff, like Liger Gokin, I've never really had any QC issues with paint. And Fewture releases these crazy expensive figures, which are otherwise beautiful. But look at this, guys. Come on. They've gone and, seriously, all they need to do is put one little dot with a paintbrush. And this guy apparently can't do that. So his job is to paint dots and do the panel lining, and he cannot get it right. Look at that. So to him, while he's at the factory putting that little dot in, the paintbrush slips out, and he says, you know what, this is fine. It's only a freaking $500 figure, who cares? So this is why people will badmouth me in comments and tell me that Fewture stuff is amazing and it's the best ever. This is what keeps me from saying Fewture is the best ever. When they can stop messing up the paint on all the shit that I buy from them, I'll reconsider calling them the best around. But so far, Bandai is the best at Chogokin and anything related to Diecast, in my opinion. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. Really, you can't just give me a new piece. Whatever. Anyway, like I said, I'm Craig. While we're on the subject of mass-producing panel line robot figures, I had to just show you this. This is when it was released, about a $20, $30 figure, completely mass-produced in much greater numbers than the Fewture Gokin. I happened to pay $8 for this thing because no one would buy these. But anyway, that's besides the point. Check out the panel lining on this figure. That's an actual black panel lining done on a cheap mass-produced figure. And they got it perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yet a $500 figure cannot get one freaking dot good. So moving right along. Let's see what else the figure comes with. Alright, so I do want to check out the articulation, and I'm sorry I'm not panned out correctly here. So the articulation consists of the head here on the ball joint, alright, and the neck, alright, and then you have the arms here, which move on these yellow pieces here, and the arms do move back and forth this way. And again, because of my lighting, it's kind of hard to see the detail in there, but it's nicely done. And you got the arm, no ratchets. I'm actually quite surprised the arms do not ratchet, this way, and this way neither. Alright, they actually don't ratchet. Well, they do ratchet, I guess, but they're just not making any sound. They're really soft ratchets. The arms do swivel up here, right? Also at the bottom down here. And then you have the ratchety elbows. Now this is one of the cool things about this figure is the pistons in the waist. Let me just zoom in right here. Check out that piston when you turn the waist right there. See how the piston goes in and out? And of course my lighting is blocking it. Let's move it this way. There you go. See that? See the way that piston moves in and out? I thought that was amazing. I love working pistons. Right? And then you got these little pieces on the side here. The little pain in the butt ones to put on. And then you get the legs that come out on ratchets. And you got the swivel here. You have the, this is going to look like a double joint, probably is. You got this upper joint here on the knee. And the lower one. And again, there's a lot of sharp parts. You don't want them hitting into the metal or the other painted piece. So be careful with that, guys. And you have the heel here, which also has a working piston. Right? It's more of like a ball joint there, but it's got the whole piston look going on. And the toe, right, as well as the rest of the foot. So the articulation is actually pretty decent. Another piece of articulation that's not directly on the figure is on his wings here. The wings do move back and forth this way. And this wing set keeps falling on me, so for the sake of me not punching this in the face, I'm going to leave it off. Alright? Just, this is what it looks like with the wing set. I will show you at the end of the review. It just keeps falling off while I'm handling it. So I do want to show you the gimmicks. Alright? And this thing here does open. Alright, I've never opened it before, but I know it opens. There we go. Alright, hopefully there's no cheesy plastic here to break. and they tab in with these little ball joints here, so you want to be careful when you're opening it. So that opens up there, and then there's like a little missile, which I was wondering how it attaches, but I do see there's something like a magnet there, so I'm assuming this little missile thing has a magnet on this end or piece of metal, and sure enough it does. It attaches right there, which I thought was pretty cool. Look at that. Alright, so that's really nice. There is also a chain weapon thing, or a little hook thing here. Let's unravel this so you can check it out. It doesn't open or anything, it's just how it is there. Alright, and it attaches the same exact way. It looks like, is this metal? Almost knocked the figure over, guys. You saw that? I can't tell if the chain is metal. Wow, yeah, it is metal, but very lightweight. Almost, it feels plastic. I'm almost inclined to say it's made out of plastic, but the way the links are, they have a little separation at the end, so it's probably metal. It's kind of weird feeling metal. Anyway, it would attach here the same exact way. Alright, so you have that long claw type effect there. Now the figure does stand well on its own. I was a little afraid because of its teeny little female feet here that he's got with his little high heels. Actually, they look like Peter Pan shoes. But he actually does stand well on his own, but he does come with a stand. I don't use a stand for these guys, but I will show you what it looks like on the instruction book here. This little stand pops right into his crotch, and it's got this for the getter machine. So it's got a getter machine Liger. The blue section itself of the robot, because this does consist of 3 different robots, Poseidon, Liger, and Dragon. Liger himself, the getter machine Liger, would turn into this, which is basically the wing here. All right, but you can see the rest of his body morphed into this ship here. Alright, and this has diecast. Diecast is pretty much just located in this area here. Everything else is plastic. The paint is really nice. I do have to say the paint is nice. That's what I like about, one of the things I like about Fewture is the paint does feel thick. A lot of times you do get chips. A lot of people get chips because there's just metal clanking into each other, which is something you got to be really careful with. But the paint is nice. Just stupid crap like this is unacceptable, un-effing acceptable when it comes to the amount of money you pay for something like. I mean, the guy. I'm obviously going the wrong way with this review. Anyway, moving right along. Let's see what I'm missing here. This comes off. Alright, I don't know if, oh, there we go. I knew I was attaching it in the wrong spot. But you can attach this piece here, which is like the forearm, alright, and it's keyed in right here. You'll see that. You can key it in. And this piece is actually die-cast metal, which is cool. Can't get this to fit in there. Alright, there we go. A little bit of a tight fit. But this allows you to use one of the few hands that it comes with. You got a fisted hand, alright. You have sort of open hand, like a weapon holding hand, although there is no weapons for him to hold. But this would be nice to hold the chain that I showed you before. And then you have like an open hand. Now he's got like old lady hands. I mean, I don't really dig robots with nails, but that's how he was designed. He's got old lady nails. So if anything, I would probably display him with the fist, although I do love the look of the drill. So this is what I use to display mine. But let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. This looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt to pop in. And sure enough it is. There we go. Alright, so that's what he looks like using his hand. These hands remind me of like when you're a kid and there's always that old lady that says, "Let me squeeze those cheeks." Yeah, that's what those hands look like with those nails. Next thing I want to take a look at is the die-cast content. We got it going on right here in these chest panels that open. You get the shoulder, these blue shoulder pieces here. Not this silver piece here, but behind it, the dark gray, that's die-cast. So is this section here. On this side, same thing right there, although this section here is plastic. Alright, if we take a look around here, this blue section right up here, not this upper collar area, just these where these two blue pieces are, and this red section, which is actually one piece, it's just painted two different colors. Alright, if we move back around to the front, this crotch panel here, this yellow piece is die cast. You also got the thighs, not counting these two pieces here, just the thighs that go all around to the back. You got these sections of the lower leg here. The heel, unfortunately not the spikes, and neither are the toes. And the last bits of die cast here are on the spine here, those three little pieces that I attached earlier. And because Fewture pretty much paints all their stuff, regardless of it being plastic or metal, the easiest way for me to know that this what parts are die cast were for me to actually lick it with my tongue, guys. That's how scientific it is. So that means next time I handle this figure, I'm going to get my virus on me all over again. And the lick test has nothing to do with how it tastes. It's just, you know, feeling the temperature differences, which I can't feel with my hands. I don't know, guys. What do you think? It's $470 freaking dollars. And I know the Getter Dragon was $470 also. For me, I know some people are paying more. But that one just seemed to be cooler. I mean, I wanted to really like this guy, and I do. I absolutely do love this robot, but I don't know. This one, it's smaller. I guess I'm just getting tired of paying so freaking much for something, you know, when other companies can release similar things for a lot less. And I know this is very, very limited, very exclusive, but I mean, you know, I think had it not had that stupid thing here, which I know I'm probably making a big deal out of it, guys, but really I'm not. If you're paying so much, this should be something that they say, you know what, the end person is paying so much, let's not leave something so stupid on the figure. I mean, it should just be a dot, a little circle, and the guy obviously, you know, is not paying attention or didn't give a crap, and I don't like that. I don't like that when they know that you're paying so much damn money and they just don't give a shit. And I know it's just, you know, some guy in China getting paid, you know, like $1 an hour or whatever. But Bandai does the same thing. They contract people in China and their stuff comes out perfect all the time. But anyway, I was saying he's smaller, and he's actually not. He's actually a little bit taller than Getter Dragon, but in heft, Getter Dragon wins. But overall, very happy. Price aside, guys, if I have to, you know, price does make a big difference when you want to be able to give a satisfactory, what do you call it, opinion on something. But let's just put that aside. It is an excellent figure, heavy, clicky. It just looks badass, and really there's not going to be any other way to get Liger that looks like this unless you fork over the money, or unless some other company bootlegs it, which is very unlikely. And for my Transformers viewers out there, I'd like to do a scale comparison with Soundwave here, Masterpiece Soundwave, which is just a tad shorter but a lot cheaper. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think. And for those of you that have been buying these, let me know how that feels for you. It's always good to hear what you guys think, especially if you go out and purchase these. Oh, look at that. He's got a little bum flap here. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think, and leave your questions or comments below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.